Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today making my predictions for the upcoming NXT Takeover New York show. A show that most people think will be one of the top shows of the weekend for WrestleMania weekend, with all the shows going on in a condensed area. And judging off of NXT's track record in the Barclays Center, this is definitely going to be probably the top show of the WWE side of things this weekend. So now I'll get into the 5 matches. Yes, 5 matches. This won't be 8 hours. This may be 2.5. Or 3. So here we go into NXT Takeover New York. In our first match of the evening, it will be for the NXT Tag Team titles, and we'll see the War Raiders defending their titles against the team of Ricochet and Aleister Black. I feel like this is the easiest match to predict on the whole card. With the recent uptick in Aleister Black and Ricochet being used on the main roster, I think the War Raiders are going to win here and keep their NXT Tag Team titles. I think the War Raiders get the job done here, mainly because I think this is the end of Aleister Black and Ricochet on NXT, and I believe the War Raiders will keep their tag team title reign going on for a really long time, and on the way to when they potentially lose in 6 months or so. They'll have more feuds with the Undisputed Era, and maybe have a run against the Forgotten Sons, considering they were the runner-up team in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic to get the shot. And maybe have a feud with a new team who could be sitting in the crowd or make their debut on this TakeOver card. So now on to match number 2, which will be for the NXT North American Championship, and we'll see the Velveteen Dream defending his title against Matt Riddle. My pick to win this match is Matt Riddle to become the new NXT North American Champion. I believe Riddle gets the job done here because, as we've seen in the recent history of this North American title, the belt doesn't stay around the person's waist for a long enough time. Johnny Gargano had it for 4 real days, 25 recognized days, before losing to the Velveteen Dream, who's had it for 39 plus days as of this recording, and I feel as this North American title reign for Matt Riddle, if he does win, will be used as a mini run until he's either called up to the main roster or brought up to the NXT title run, where he'll probably win the championship real soon and then go on a tear there in the main event scene. I believe with this result, it'll leave Velveteen Dream in a little weird spot where he could potentially debut on Monday or Tuesday on the main roster, or he gets moved up to face whoever wins the NXT title in our main event. I'd probably lean towards going for the NXT title, as the recent call-ups, I think there's just been too many now, and as we saw from the first batch of coming to WWE people, it hasn't worked out too well for them, and Ricochet and Aleister Black have been a good tag team, but I feel like the Velveteen Dream will be going for the NXT title next. Now on to match number 3 of the evening, which will be for the UK title, and it'll be Pete Dunne defending his championship against Walter. In this match, I see some history being made, and I see the long-ass reign of Pete Dunne of 682 plus days coming to an end when Walter defeats him to become the new WWE United Kingdom champion. I believe Walter gets the job done here, just how he was brought in that UK TakeOver special. Comes in at the end, has a stare down with Pete Dunne, and then in the matches afterwards, he's just smashing people left and right. I think Walter's going to go through Pete Dunne here, and they're going to have a great match, and he's going to walk out with the title. For now, here's where the Pete Dunne questions come in. Where does this leave him? Will he get another chance at the UK title? Could we potentially see him come over and be in United States NXT? Could he be shot up to the main roster? Could they put him on 205 Live? I have zero clue here. If I had to guess, I could see him potentially coming over more and being in US NXT. And maybe he gets a chance at the title, because as we've seen with Tommaso Ciampa coming down with an injury, there's going to be a whole new list of challengers coming up here. And I think Pete Dunne makes a great challenger for who could win the NXT Championship in the main event on this show. And I think Walter will go back to NXT UK as the new top face there, and just try to carry that brand and try to brilling it up as the WWE puts more and more into that. So now on to our co-main event of the evening, and that'll be a fatal 4-way match for the NXT Women's Championship, and we'll see Shayna Baszler defending her title against Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane. Going into this match, there are current rumors that there could be a ladder match stipulation added here, because there's ladders in the TakeOver poster now, but as of this recording on Tuesday here, it hasn't been announced, so no matter what, if it's a ladder match, a normal match, a cage, a Judy Bagwell and a pole match, I still think we're going to have the same result here. And I think we're going to have our winner and new NXT Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. After her showing in the last TakeOver in Phoenix, where she came so close to winning, I think she gets the job done here, and she could potentially pin someone else, or just climb up the ladder and get the belt, depending on what the stipulation is here, and not have to beat Shayna Baszler, and then Shayna Baszler will go riding off into the sunset here, and go up up to the main roster. And this will leave Bianca Belair to have matches against Io Shirai in one-on-one and Kairi Sane in one-on-one in the months to come after Shayna Baszler leaves NXT. And then Bianca Belair will be the new face of this women's division and try to keep that standard of the NXT women's title up as she goes on in the future of NXT. And now it's time for our main event of the evening. And that'll be for the vacant NXT Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And we'll see Adam Cole taking on Johnny Gargano. This is where it was all laid out to be. This is where we thought it would end. We thought Johnny Gargano would be winning the championship at the WrestleMania TakeOver and taking it from Tommaso Ciampa. But things have changed, where Adam Cole is in here now with Tommaso Ciampa going down with a neck injury. So does this still mean that Johnny Gargano is going to win the title? Will Gargano finally hit that last check mark from his list that he wanted to do in NXT here? Will all the fans finally get that Cinderella moment, that great feeling for NXT here, where Johnny Gargano becomes the guy and wins the NXT Championship in front of a sold-out Barclays Center in New York? So my prediction to become the new NXT Champion is... Yep, that's right. I believe Adam Cole is going to smash Johnny Gargano's dream and become the new NXT champion here, in the same arena that he debuted in at NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. Now I know this comes to a surprise to even me, who's been saying for months on this channel that Gargano's going to win the title in Brooklyn WrestleMania weekend. But for some reason in my mind, something just doesn't feel right with Gargano winning the NXT title if it's not from Tommaso Ciampa. Now I know Ciampa's going to be out for a long time and who knows when he could come back, but maybe Johnny Gargano will never win the NXT title here. If we just look at the potential challengers for Adam Cole who could be lined up after this TakeOver show, he could go against Velveteen Dream. If Pete Dunne comes over to US NXT after he loses, there's a main competitor he could have, as they've had run-ins in the past, and he can go against Matt Riddle. With Adam Cole proclaiming that 2019, the Undisputed Era, will be getting all the gold, I think this would be the first step, and I think all of them could be wearing gold at some point in 2019 in NXT. And I also feel like there'll be huge speculation if he doesn't win on Friday. He could be debuting on Monday, maybe with the whole Undisputed Era, as he's doing a signing on Monday. Maybe if he's sticking around, that maybe we'll see him on Monday or Tuesday during WrestleMania week. And just my last words on Johnny Gargano, I have no idea where this will leave him. We saw him come to the main roster, but he was being pushed in a tag team with Tommaso Ciampa, which then ended on NXT TV when he lured him in to get him back for what he's done to him in the past, to bait him into this NXT title match, which has now gotten changed with Tommaso Ciampa going down. With the unknown time for Ciampa coming back from his injury, maybe this would be the end of Johnny Gargano. I feel like he'll be sticking around though, and maybe this whole prediction will just be a Skip Bayless hot take here that'll make me look dumb after Friday night. But I think Gargano lays down for the 3 count or taps out at least twice in this match, and Adam Cole will be your new NXT champion and will go on to lead NXT for the future, and the whole Undisputed Era could run roughshod over NXT again. So that'll do it for my NXT Takeover New York predictions. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, as well as if you like the video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel and want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy TakeOver. And as always, thanks for watching.